Greetings, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, The Voidborn. Episode 8, Arrival in the Vast Sardine Ruins.
You think we'll find sardines? I think it's just a name. I definitely... God, where to be? Part of me wants to just, like, block a door like this to make it safer. So I know I have guns on the front of the boat. Maybe I'll do it like that. So this is the front. I'm blocking the door intentionally so nothing can come out easily. And then the guns point towards most of the ruins. I think until I know it's safe, I'm going to be on red lights and ship lockdown. Because, like, we're potentially in danger, depending on what's in these ruins. And the grav engine overheated, so it needs longer to reach... Oh, God. Okay. Alright, here's the thing. I am going to forbid every door. And the reason I'm doing this is I don't want anyone wandering into the ruins. I see some glowing. Unless I... Oh, that's an ancient danger. Unless I specifically tell them to go in them, right? Ruins are potentially dangerous. They have enemies in them. And I don't want anyone wandering into them and dying. So, the Area 1 for the child, I'll let him run in this, like, open center area. But I don't want him going everywhere, because it's a risk. So the current priority is make a shield belt and search the ruins. So the purpose of the shield belt is every door we swing open has the potential to have a turret shooting us in the face. So I'm going to use some of our plasteel. I only need to keep 50 of it for the shield belt. So I'm going to use some of the plasteel for a shield belt for, like, Lisk or Rylus, or probably not Icy because she's such a good shooter, but Lisk or Rylus to be shield belted and use them as, like, a poking the doors open type search. That also means I need shield belt tech. So although I was almost done with multi-analyzer, I'm going to pivot to shield belts. Actually, I'll do multi-analyzer first. Get the multi-analyzer, and then I'll speed up with shield belts. On top of that, I do have sterile floors that I could install. That would help. So I'm going to do everything I can to speed up research pace. Also know that we did just a huge hop, so I have very little chem fuel. And I'll probably have to risk shooting at the buffalo herd, because I don't see another reasonable alternative. There's not a lot of trees here in this ruin, but the ruins themselves might have, like, wood in them. So there could be a benefit there. Shield the kid. So the reason I wouldn't want to shield the kid doesn't move at normal speeds. Kids move slow. So in moving slow, if there was something he had to run from, he wouldn't be able to run from fast, reasonably fast enough to not get swamped. Great, you found another door. Of course. Alright, it's a bit of a risk, but I'm risking it. Especially at low light. I do have turrets. Yep. Full herd revenge. Okay. This is why I don't do this. This is, I mean, I'm doing it as safely as I possibly can, but this is case in point of why it is dangerous to hunt revenge chance animals because they will stomp you to death if you piss them off. And it's very easy to lose pawns this way. But there we go, a bunch of muffalo. That should help with their chem fuel. Using the rear guns. Are you grateful they're not hippo? Yeah, no kidding. Could be worse. It could be like Alpha Thrombo. It's funny that I'm worried about muffalo and I'm hunting Alpha Thrombo, but the tactics for that is a bit different. And there's also a warg. It's not close enough that I think it's a threat to us, though. I could also potentially peek into the Ancient Danger before takeoff once my engines are cooled down. But my engines will take 6 days to cool down because they overheated upon arrival. So they need extra time. Used to be a truck parking spot? Yeah, maybe. Or tanks, forklifts, cars, chem barrels. I mean, there's a lot here. This ruin is vast. Is there anything else nearby to mine for Lisk? Not really. I could go far. So the thing is, like, in these facilities, there could be dormant... Oh, lots of gold. There could be dormant mechs or active mechs. There could be insects. There, you know, who knows? I can almost promise they're not empty, though. There are threats. And that's the worry. Oh, he was probably work watching. And I just interrupted his lesson. Oh, well. Time to expand the ship in preparation for the big thromboes. I don't have a good source of steel nearby, so probably not. It would use a lot of steel that I don't have to spare. Components in the middle of the mine? Oh yeah, right here. Let's do... So compact machinery there. Okay, I found the only 2 nodes left. That warg's asleep. I was a little worried about Lisk, because he's like... If the warg came after me, there's nowhere to run but inside of the facility, which would be super sketch. Rare loot from here would be awesome. Absolutely. I'd be over the moon. I got something awesome. Now we have a multi-analyzer, so, woohoo! I'm gonna stop forcing him to work so that he can do lessons. Yep, he's radio talking. Then we have a decent amount of fuel already. We've almost filled 1 tank up. And I think I am going to stop making out of organics after this batch so that we have food. So I'll keep that off until we have more resources, because there's not a lot of trees to cut down. Is there any plasteel here? Nope. What about ores? So there's silver and gold. There's gold down there. And, okay. So there's a lot of gold ore. That would be nice to have, too. Icy, I'm gonna go have you hunt the warg. I don't feel safe Gideon nature running around a warg. Warg's hunting me! Yeah, see? I was right. You were gonna be a bastard. Uh-oh, you missed. And that was kind of an important volley, so everyone come to Icy's aid. Warg moves at 5. Icy moves at 5, so she cannot outrun it. She needs help. They run at the same speed, but she can't outrun it, which is the important bit. If you hit it in the first volley, you run faster, but she missed. So... Alright. Open fire! At least someone hit it. Jesus. Big old volley of... what is it? Oh, it's foggy. Oh, frick. Well, at least you run faster. There we go. Okay, we're good. That could have been fatal. Glad it wasn't. I just noticed... because of the snow, it's hard to notice the fog because it's like the same color. So I didn't immediately notice the fog. And I was like, oh god, I'm missing every shot. Yeah, fog. That makes sense. Oh, there's another warg now, too. Damn it. Well, we'll wait till daybreak to go after the new one. Because the only other source of food on the entire map for a warg is that bunny. Where is the bunny? Yeah, it's probably coming after me, not the bunny. Pack the floodlight. Good call. In fact, you know what? I'm going to stick the floodlight here. I'm going to illuminate the surrounding area for my protection. Because if something comes if the warg attacks me and it's illuminated around here, it doesn't have the speed advantage. Just so that you know, animals don't move slower at night in the dark, whereas people do, unless they're dark vision. They do move slower in the dark. So darkness is a weakness that can be... You can engineer a solution. Alright, everyone's awake. So I'm going to go on the hunt now, because I'm sure it's coming for me next. And I don't think I have to explain how much you lose a 1v1 fight against a warg as a Starjack with 50% reduction in melee damage. If this warg came to bite us, we would just be dead. We would... Zero hope of us winning that fight. A Mech hive signal. Oh, this is the signal. Got it. Oh, good shooting. Damn. So, you have detected a massive grav tech energy reading, indicating that the Mech hive is hidden somewhere in orbit. If you find it, you could shut it down or make use of its power. One of the goals of the series is to shut it down. So, in order to find it, collect more grav ship technology. So the more grav cores we collect, the more likely we are to find where the Mech hive lives. If you're wondering, I do not have the ability to fight the Mech hive with my current roster and their equipment, but we can work on that. And we're almost done with the shield belt. Tech, the research, rather. And then I'll make one. Would it be better just to make a spot on the ship, the floodlight, on the exterior? I could. To have it permanently installed, you know, somewhere. Like here, for instance. The thing is, it's like a target to be attacked. I'm sure I'm going to forget it. I'll just uninstall it now that the wargs are dead. Kind of reminds me of the Matrix Nebuchadnezzar ship, where it had like all the lights around it for navigation. That looked really cool. I liked the art style of the Nebuchadnezzar. What does the floodlight do? It's bright. It has a big light radius. So if you see the orange, that's the floodlight radius. This is a standard light. This is the floodlight. It covers, you know, like 5 times the area. It's a floodlight. Yeah, I sassed you. I'm sorry. I see there's nothing for you to do. Really, there isn't. You could stone cut. You know what? How about we lay down some more marble tiles? All's well. Rylus, you should be researching, though. It floods the area with a light. Yep. Technically correct. The best kind of correct. Alright, shields are done. Next research will be Fab, or actually Orb Tech. And let's go ahead and queue up a shield bell. I don't have a good melee weapon, but I still have that breach axe, right? I don't think I got rid of it. The frozen terraformer, that was the thing that I thought was the last, the last zone that we were at. But that could be the next hop. And where is it exactly? Oh no, not back up. Of course, it's a frozen terraformer. I get it, but ugh. Not back into the tundra, man. Oh, hey. How's Odyssey? It's awesome, man. Is there a lot of content? There sure is. The world is a giant oyster full of treasure and wonder. And here I am at a ruin. So you come at a really good time. All of these buildings are potentially full of treasure. And I'm trying to build the equipment to be able to, you know, survive searching them. Oh, crap. They're landing on my head. Okay. Closed door, closed door. Run outside. Run outside. Only 4 of them. Gideon. You go over there. That's probably the safest spot. Steal what you want to steal. Okay, yeah, go steal. Good luck making that alive, morons. Like how your name is Vanquish. It's like, yep, will do. So one, they're all coming my way. Perfect. He's trying to grab our grav engine, which is funny. Don't worry, he won't survive. This, honestly, was best case scenario. These guys, very easy to kill. They got greedy and got dumb. They did make a whole mess of my ship, but, like, could have been worse. At some point, I need an electric smelter. We are getting a lot of things that... Oh, God, they had so many components. Frickin' yes. So no harm, no foul. We're good. Yeah, you only lose the grav engine if they take it off map, and, well, they met a very, very quick end, so it was not much of an issue. And we're throwing a party due to their death. I would like to maybe build a roof before celebrating, though. Because, like, ship's kind of cold, man. Okay. There's some damage, but that was... Oh, I'll have to close that door at some point. Yeah, that went smooth enough. Void slicker or virus slickers are all dead. You guys want me to assemble a monument. If it's destroyed, I lose rep with the Spaces Emporium, which kind of sucks. I don't have a gene assembler or gene banks, so that's not a good... No, I'm vetoing. There's not a compelling reason for me to do that. Still working on the shield belt. Once it's done, we'll go ruin diving. We're able to take off in about 3 days, and we easily have enough chem fuel to make it to the alpha site. Oh, right. Still powered. Good call. Tile up the kitchen. Also good call. I'm lacking one silver. So I'm using up almost all my silver in sterile tiles. But that's a good use for it. You know, like this lab already has a 121 research speed. That's pretty nice. I like this ship. It's homey. I think the uninstalled stuff... Oh. That was 2 zones. The uninstalled stuff I'm going to move to, like, kind of the back of the ship here. So that the the eat area is a little bit prettier. And don't worry, I see my batteries going down. I know I need to flick the machining table off as soon as the belt's done. And flick this off too. Bulk goods trader. That actually could be really useful because I have so much leather on this ship. That is fantastic. Lisk, would you be so kind? Let's make our silverback. I could buy animals for meat, or I could just buy the meat. Lava snail meat sounds intriguing. I'll keep the wolf skin, because that's a pretty good material to use. I got real lucky. I'm so happy that they're here. Social book? And then... Muffalo meat? I like the trade. And there's more leather in the back. So we'll move the trade beacon and do another trade. Keeping the wolf skin, and this time I'll just do silver. Nice. Where's my breach axe? There it is. Alright, we got the shield belt, so once we haul everything in, I will start exploring. Cheers! Because we got a little bit of silver, this could be a sterile tile. And then I'll allow some more chem fuel making. Once we get the kitchen sterilized, I'll go into the ruins. I am sure you guys are eager. So the current priority is search ruins until the launch. I'll probably not stay here for the entire ruins, unless you guys really want me to. But I absolutely want to show you, like, roughly what to expect out of ruins. There we go, we got our sterile kitchen. Baller. And almost the entire ship is, like, good floors, too. Can I check if the recreation book gives a quest? Did I... Oh, the bulk goods one? Yeah. No. It does not. Alright, here we go. Rylus, sorry to wake you, but here we go. Icy stand here. Rylus stands here. And Lisk, you're in the middle. And every door we open... Actually, stay there. We force open. We've got wood and steel that we could get. Ooh, cargo pods. Come on. Jade, alright. Alright, nothing in these. Although there is wood and steel to be gained. And we're about to lose daylight, so I'm going to do the rest of these places tomorrow. The whole room is fine. Are these chunks are just trash? They're trash. They're rubble. Rubble without a purpose. At least good for cover? I mean... Not really. The wood floors... Oh, I don't know if ancient wood gives you wood, though. I guess we'll see. And then we also got the space jade. Oh, there's a moose. And ibex. And a timber wolf that we need to be worried about. These doors no longer need to be forbidden. And we'll see what kind of resources we can get off of this. Some of the ancient stuff like doesn't actually give you resources, some of it does. Bit of a mix. Orb tech done. Time for some fab. So orb tech. One of the things that I want to get immediately with orb tech is the nice door. The vac barrier for our freezer. So we can have a kitchen where we don't lose heat. Or refrigeration. Awesome. I'll probably end up putting vac barriers here as well at some point. Vac barrier, is it new? Yeah, so let's talk about all the orbital tech stuff. Kids vac suit is a vacuum suit for kids. Orbital scanner is a passive scanner that you keep powered on with 500 watts, and it will find you orbital points of interest. I cannot really build it without wasting all of my advanced components, which I was reserving for fabrication. Oxygen pump helps to repressurize your ship if it's exposed to vacuum. A vac barrier is like a door that doesn't... think of it as like a barn door, like a fence door. Because fence gates don't stop raiders. They can pass freely through them. So what this thing does is it keeps the temperature and the pressure between these two zones separate. So it's like it's like a curtain, if you will, a curtain of air. So the ship is warm, the freezer's cold, but there's actually not a physical door between the two. It does take a little bit of wattage, but it's really nice to have. And then other orb tech, vac suits, vac helmets. So vac helmets and vac suits protect you from vacuum, but the vac suits, and I already have them. I started with them, of course. But the vac suits have a horrible move speed offset, so I don't wear them. Because we're Starjacks, we don't need them. We can just, we can go up into space and only wear helmets, and that's fine. Space Coke on you? Well, cheers. Oh, we already got the jade? That was fast. Didn't even notice. Alright, it is daybreak. Let's do another ruin. Do this thing right here. I bet there's nothing in here. It's probably safe. Yep, that's fine. And then, Icy, you were... Yeah, you come down. We'll search more ruins. If you're wondering, the ruins are very valuable. Like, the wealth of buildings and all gets adjusted. So if you move into a place that has ruins like this, just be aware of that. Oh god, that's a big hallway. Holy moly. And if you feel like I'm being overcautious, let me just say my level of caution is experience, not paranoia. Oh, there's an enemy. Case in point. So what this thing is, it's a hunter trap. It's a hunter-seeker mine that will chase and stab me and try to explode on me. It has a really, really, really large explosion radius, kind of like a mortar shell. If you let this thing catch you and blow up, it's like getting hit by a mortar. And it will chase the person who it aggroed on. So you just lure it around like this. Boom. Neutralized. You do not want to try to solo those. Now what ends up happening if it catches you is it will like stab you to like stun you and then blow up, and there's time enough depending on the injury that you sustain to get out of the blast radius if you're still running, but like much safer to neutralize you know, with a group. Also things like, oh, you guys are hungry, go eat. Things like locust armor or jump packs, very handy against a lot of these dangers. So I'm letting everyone have a bit of a rec hour, and then let's go back to it. So I want to make my own hole in the wall so that I have more freedom of movement. And the reason why I have a shield belt is there's a non-zero chance that we find turrets in here. Oh, there's a Scorcher with a cryptosleep casket. Okay. let's do it. Oops. Hang on, back up. Where are you going? Well, okay. Bye, I guess. Does the shield work against the explosion? A bit. Where are you going? I don't know where he's going, but he's booking it. He's probably going to go attack like bugs or something. Some other hostile entity. Okay, you're not hostile. Your name is Mega Scare. Oh no, you're a Mega Scare. You're a bionic-stomached baseliner. I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not here to hurt you. You're not my enemy. But I will take the steel later. I'm gonna keep searching. These Mega Scarab are like not part of a bug hive, so they're non-hostile. And I have these guys kind of waiting nearby, but not on top, in case it's like an explosion or something coming for me. Ooh, just outside section. Some old washers and dryers. And at this point, I've traveled a bit far from the group. Let's head back and post up on a different door. Here comes the Scorcher. Noted. Yep, it's coming to me. Okay. Melee 0. I leveled up at melee once during that fight. Alright, it's time for a break for the day. So Icy and Rylus grab the metals. Really? Oh, okay, you grabbed the uranium. I was like, you grabbed 0 metal? And, yeah. Turn it in. I don't think I want anyone... Oh, I can't really forbid you from that, though. Because I did leave this gaping hole in the wall. Because, yeah, I don't really want them going anywhere without a group. It's so easy to get ganked and murdered in a ruin. If you turn the wrong corner and get, like, hunter drone and wasps traps on you at the same time, you're dead. You're just dead. So the threats you're going to typically find in here are dormant mechs, bugs, you know, bug hives. You'll find hunter traps, which we just saw one. Wasp traps are it's a cluster of 3 little robots, which will swarm and stab you. Which is a little tricky because you get ganged up on to try to overcome. So it's entirely possible to win as a brawler, but it's like not easy when you're alone. And for my Starjacks with our weak melee, it would be a very bad scenario to be caught out alone against wasp traps. There are turrets that are active, and then you know some other stuff as well. But basically the moral of the story is be freaking careful. Because it's no guarantee that you make it out alive if you go in guns blazing without backup. And certain things like locust armor will help a lot, but it's no guarantee that you'll be okay. Because you could round a corner, even with the locust armor, and get just brained by a turret out of nowhere. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey, the Voidborn, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Voidborn,